It's currently 3:25 a.m. I am incredibly sleepy and we've just boarded the flight from Mumbai to Frankfurt. Good night. Just landed in Frankfurt at 10:20 a.m. local time. Then we have our next flight to Leipzig in a couple of hours. So hopefully I'll get some rest once we reach there.
Eventually.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely happy to report we have landed in Leipzig. And there's already a Porsche logo on the luggage belt. We got our bags and met the man from Porsche who's coming to pick us up. It's cold, man. It is cold. Still wondering if we'll get picked up in a Porsche. The odds are high. We see a Cayenne. Oh, it's not a Porsche. It's a Volkswagen van, which is close.
So the way to the hotel is approximately 20 kilometers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PowerDrift. We are in Leipzig in Germany, and if that name doesn't ring a bell, maybe this one will. Back there is the Porsche Experience Center in Leipzig. Now Porsche has called us here to check out their new Cayenne E4, which is going to be the all-electric Cayenne, going to be unveiled later this year, end of November. But before that, we're going to get a closer look at the interior, the charging systems, the drive systems, the chassis, and get a full deep dive from the engineers and the people who actually make the car as to what has gone into it. We're also going to get taxi laps around the test track. It should be a pretty special day. I hope you guys enjoy watching the video as much as I enjoy being here. Check out that clock, which is a turbo style rim along with a few motors casually here. The layout of the track, which is the Porsche circuit, and they have corners from tracks around the world. So they have the carousel from the Nürburgring, bus stop from Spa, Mobile 1 S from the Nürburgring again, the corkscrew from Laguna Seca, and the track is just over there, which is pretty insane. First workshop for the day. So basically in front of us we can see what is on the screen there, right in front of us here, which obviously you guys won't be able to see because we're wearing these Apple Vision glasses, but this is pretty insane. It's like having a real car right in front of us. We're going in for our second workshop now, and this is for the drive systems. But quickly before, check out this on the wall here. Wow, if you're a Porsche fan, which I'm sure a lot of you are, all around this place there's just insane level of detail. We have sneaked up to the museum on top. Holy shit. With the 356 Speedster, the very first 911, what a beautiful spec. The second gen, then you have the 964, then the 993, the 996, the 997, possibly my favorite generation of the 911. You have the 991 in a beautiful spec of a Targa GTS, the 992 Turbo S, guys. So the first generation Cayenne was made here in Leipzig. Of course, the Carrera GT in bright yellow also matches my hoodie. Iconic Gulf livery. Of course, you have a 911 GT1, gold BBS rims, center lock, carbon on the wing. You have a 911 RSR, a 919 Le Mans racer, and this actually has some of the patina from the race. Super cool. They also have a Formula E car here. If you told 5-year-old me that I'd be here, I'd be like over the moon. Didn't think I'd see this here. They have mango lassi at the Porsche Experience Center. That's crazy. Soham just said that I am also dressed like a mango lassi, and I kind of agree. They have butter on the table, but obviously the butter is in the shape of a 911. I have found myself the model car section at the Porsche design store here, and of course they have some crazy Porsches here. Looks incredible. Some smaller cars as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we've come to Germany for. This is the new Cayenne Electric. First up, this is not the finished product. It's got a light camouflage on it and of course not fully finished, which is why you see some rough edges, but this is basically what we'll get at the end. It's a little bit longer, a little bit wider than the outgoing Cayenne. Will make over 1,000 horsepower in this turbo, guys, that you see it here. 0 to 100 will be less than 3 seconds. Over 600 kilometers of range in pretty much every single variant. It has these super thin matrix LED headlights. We'll see the final car at the end of November, but what we can see in final is the interior. Now it starts with this driver display in front of you, which of course we've seen on the Cayenne already. You have an augmented reality heads-up display there, but the real cool stuff is here. Porsche calls this a flow display because this is curved, so very, very nice to the eyes, very responsive to the touch. I love the fact that they've done all this and still given you physical controls on this thing. So you can rest your hand here, they call it the ferry pad. There's some storage down here with some Type-C ports. You have an optionally heated center armrest and an optionally heated armrest on the door as well. With the passenger display, again, we've seen this on the Cayenne. It's a little bit bigger, I believe. It's an LCD screen while this is an OLED. So the passenger can play games while the car is being driven, and you can even connect a controller to it and play some games. But if the car is parked, you can also play games on the center screens. The panoramic sunroof no longer has a roller blind because at the touch of a button, you can change the opacity of the glass. So there is no need for a roller blind, and that saves you on the head space at the back. Window switches are beautifully done. There's leather pretty much everywhere. Really very, very well done. Porsche has now also electrified the rear seats. This is your control panel for the climate control, and you have your 2 Type-C ports. Almost out of breath talking about it, but what a cool car this is. We're just getting to see the wireless charging in action. So there's active cooling down on that ground pad. There's cooling on the car side as well, and you get 90% efficiency from wireless charging versus the phone wireless charger is about 50-60% efficiency because of heat loss, but they managed to really get the efficiency right. Yeah, the car just drives over it, starts charging at 11 kilowatts, which is similar to like a regular wall box charger. Very convenient. It's not a cheap solution. The German price is 7,000 euros for the ground pad as well as the car side of things. They've also got some safety built in, so if it detects any metal objects, it'll stop charging. If it detects any living things, so like a cat or a dog comes here, it'll stop charging. We are now getting passenger laps in the new Cayenne around the test track. From what I've seen, these guys are driving pretty hard, so I just hope I don't end up puking all over prototype Porsche. Thank you. I don't think it gets better than this.
No.
It's got a passenger lap in the new Cayenne, and holy, it is incredibly fast. Of course, it has over 1,000 horsepower. The surprising thing for me was it corners flat. It brakes flat. And he was doing corner exit drifts with the steering in the center. Just absolutely neutral balance on the car. You don't have to fight it. It's... I mean, for a 2.5 ton electric SUV with 5 seats, shocking, genuinely shocking. This thing is nuts. And now I think I probably need a puke. That was insane. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings an end to our trip with Porsche in Germany. What an incredible experience. Super fun. Getting to sit in prototypes of an unreleased Porsche was probably my dream as a kid and even as an adult. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.